Hello again, everybody. Lieutenant Sword here from MyColorScreen.com. And we're going to jump right into my daily driver for my Samsung Galaxy S4 that you can see right here on MyColorScreen.com. This is going to be a very comprehensive video. We're going to cover everything from editing our Photoshop files all the way to the final build. And as you can see, I think it's come out pretty nice. So without any further ado, here's what we're going to do. You're going to need the Lightning Launcher. If you don't have that, please download it. You're going to need UCCW. If you don't have that, please download it. Everything else is pretty much up to you. Those are really the only two that you need. I like the business calendar because it can give me all of my schedule right there in the middle. As you can see here on the page, the wallpaper has been provided and sized perfectly for the Samsung Galaxy S4. I realize that some of you out there don't have the Galaxy S4. This video is for you. If you have Adobe Photoshop CS5, you can download the zip file that has the PSD files in it. And that's what we're going to go look at right now. So I happen to have it right here, and it's here called tranquil.psd. I've already moved it out onto my screen here, so that's what we're going to open. And we will give Photoshop just a second to open here. And I'm going to show you exactly how to resize this for your particular phone. Not everybody knows their telephone screen resolution, and that's fine. We don't need to know all of that right off the bat. In fact, what we can do is we can come here to Google, and the one that I hear the most is going to be the Nexus 4. So we'll type in Nexus 4 screen resolution and look and see exactly what it is. We can usually find it right here, 1280 by 768. So let's see if that's 768 by 1280. Looks like we got a consensus there. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a new file. We're going to call it Nex4 driver. Its width is going to be 768. And its height is going to be 1280. We'll leave the resolution at 720 pixels and hit OK. So now we have our outline for the Nexus 4. That doesn't do us a whole heck of a lot of good, though. We'll take our Tranquil PSD files and basically just drag those off to the side here. So now what you have is a side-by-side. What you can do is hold down your Control key and highlight these 4 folders right here that I have already finished and labeled and all of that good stuff. Take your arrow and drag different depth, no problem. We're going to say yes anyway. And it's going to give us this. Now, of course, the sizing's off, so we're going to zoom out a little bit. And we're going to resize it. And you're going to need to hold down your Shift key while you do this. And as you can see, once we get in here, it's not quite dead on. And that's okay. Because we can still come in and we can still resize this thing. And basically what we want to do is we want to get the top and the sides right. And that is all done on purpose. So now we'll use our arrow keys. We'll drop this down into place here. And that looks pretty good. Okay, so once we have that in place, the text, the icons, we're not going to mess with. The background, not really going to mess with. Frames is what we want. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to full screen this so that we can see everything here. What we're going to do is we're going to come down here. I have everything labeled for you. We're going to come down here And we're going to find the one that's labeled bottom right here. Okay. What we're going to do is we're going to bring this bottom piece, we're going to bring it right up here, and we're going to set it in place just like that. Okay. And our notch, that's basically the little spacer there. We're going to bring that up and we're going to place it wherever we want. However high you want that little bottom gap to be, that's where you want to set it. Our horizontal scrolling tiles are going to go right in this area here, so we don't need to worry too much about necessarily where this is. It's really going to be your own personal preference. Once you get it to where you want, just click off, and now you can see you've got a nice frame there for your tiles. It's sized perfectly for your Nexus 4. You can do the same thing with the Galaxy S3, the Note, the Galaxy S2, or any of the other handsets that are out there. Again, to recap, check your screen size, create your framework, your backdrop for your frame size. Move it over, resize it to the background, and then just move the two bottom bars up and create your framework for your tiles. That's it. We can now save as, and we can save that right onto the desktop. We're going to call this nextdriver.psd. Save it, and there it is. Also save as, and we will save the PNG file just so that now you guys can have it. So Nexus 4, guys, you're all done. This is what you needed right here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a new folder. I'm going to call it Nexus 4. I'm going to drop these two guys in here. Throw it in the daily driver folder there. And now when I upload this to Dropbox, there you go, Nexus 4, guys. You're all set. But this is also a good thing for you guys if you guys want to do any kind of modification to the file or whatever. So there you have it. There is the end of part 1. That's how we create the frame. And I hope you learned something. We're going to move on in the next video to our tiles, and we'll see you there.